Hey everybody, it's Martian here. Let's give my review for Supergirl Season 2, Episode 4. We have a lot of stuff in this episode. The reason why I'm doing a voiceover is because it'll be easier for me to get this video out and quicker if I do a voiceover version of the video. So we'll just go over a few things that I saw in the episode that I thought were really great. We have a lot of comic book Easter eggs, some teases perhaps, and some things that I wanted to talk about that you might have not known beforehand. But yeah, let's just give my review the episodes. This episode was really great. I do like Kara quite a bit in this episode, but I feel like this is not a Kara episode. I feel like this is a Miss Martian episode, because this is kind of like the dawn of Miss Martian on the show. We did get a little bit of Kara in here. I do like her relationship with Mon-El right now. I also like what's going on with her at Catco as well as the DEO. So I think that overall she had a really great presence in the episode, but it wasn't about her exactly. But I think it was really nice to see her kind of take on Draaga as well, and we'll talk about him later on in the review. But this character here, her name, I can't remember her name, Roulette, this character here, I think she was in Justice League Unlimited. If you don't remember, she was the host of Wildcat. Like, she fought and had her own arena, and Wildcat was her star athlete, or star wrestler, I guess you could say, until he had dropped out because of Black Canary. So I think that that's who this character is, because it looks a lot like her. Now, Snapper Carr, I like that Kara has got even more of a bigger challenge. I do think I'm getting to like Snapper Carr. I do like him a little bit more than I did before, so I think that that's great. I was really liking his vibe with Kara in the episode. I think that it was really cool. Like, he put it on the whiteboard, like she had a point for getting the story. That was really cool, and I think we'll see more of those types of moments later on in the season. But like I said, this episode was mostly a Miss Martian episode. So we get a lot more Miss Martian this episode. We get more of her backstory. She claims that a white Martian had smuggled her off of Mars so that she could survive. That is false. If you guys have ever seen Young Justice, then you do know that she is a white Martian, and that's how she's always been. So she is a white Martian, and she made that story up because she is the white Martian in the story that got her off of Mars. So eventually that secret will come out. I think that Martian Manhunter and the rest of the team will find out that she is a white Martian and not a green Martian. But it was a really emotional, really powerful arc on Young Justice. So I definitely recommend you watch Young Justice first, then you come back to the show, just because I think that Young Justice explains her character a little bit more in depth than it already has. We didn't find out that she was a white Martian until way later on in Season 1. So I definitely recommend you go watch that show first. So we got a little bit more of Alex and Maggie. Maggie Sawyer in the comics, I didn't talk about her when she first debuted, like last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember for sure. But I didn't talk about her exactly. If you guys don't know, Maggie Sawyer is a detective in the comics. I do like her partnership with Alex in this episode. I thought it was pretty fun. She is a gay character in the comics. I think that it is really great to bring more of those characters on the show, just because it shows that there are those characters in the comics. It's not just these characters. There are different characters of different ethnicity. You know, we got Mr. Terrific on Arrow now, and he's also a gay character. So I feel like they're really, making sure that they have those characters in there, because it's just, that's how it is. I mean, that's how they are in the comics. That's how they are in the show. Now, interesting story fact about Maggie Sawyer: she actually dates Batwoman in the comics. I don't know if that's. I don't know if they're doing that right now, but I do know that has happened in the comics, as you can see from this photo here. Now, I don't know if her girlfriend from the end of the episode, I don't know if that was Batwoman. It could have been, probably not, but I think it's a possibility. They talked about, it was rumored that Batwoman would be in the season, but I don't think that was Batwoman, or else they'd probably make more of an impression. But it was really cool to see Maggie Sawyer kind of like get that revealed. I think Alex is definitely falling for her, though. Now, Draaga is the Star Warrior. If you guys haven't seen Justice League, there's a Justice League episode where Superman fights Draaga on Warworld, and we'll talk about that in a second. So Draaga is the warrior, like the main man, the main warrior on Warworld. Mongol is actually the leader of Warworld, and Mongol has Draaga as his, warrior, I guess you could say. He's like main guy. This is Warworld from the comics. It is a comic book place. It's not just in Justice League, the animated series. But there is an episode, like I said, on Justice League, the animated series, that you should watch, just so that you can get a little bit more in-depth history about Warworld. They'll tell you about it there. and I think it was a really great episode, so go check that out. But yeah, Warworld, we might see Mongol later on in the DC TV verse, but we also might see him in the DCEU. It's really hard to see for right now, but it was really cool seeing him. Now, Mon-El, I do think Mon-El will become a superhero. They teased that he's going to get a costume and a superhero name. Will he be Valor from the comics? Because in the comics, his name is Valor. Or are they trying to make him a Superboy? Because I'm pretty sure Valor could fly, and Superboy can't, and they said that he couldn't fly in the episode. So are they trying to make him into Superboy? But eventually he will get his costume. So I think that that's something to look forward to as well. But overall, really great episode. Tons of comic book stuff. I think that it was a huge improvement for comic book Easter eggs. But what do you guys think of the episode? Don't forget to comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.